What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title below, this is going to be a pick a card on what are people saying behind your back. So I got two different decks, so it's going to be two different piles. I have the classic design tarot deck, and then I have the tarot of the divine. So whichever deck you're most drawn to, the original design tarot, then I got tarot of the divine. I think I'm going to use the tarot of the divine first, so this will be pile 1. And then the original classic design tarot would be pile 2, okay? So whichever pile you're most drawn to will be the pile for you. Again, we're just going to be figuring out what are people saying behind your back, okay? So if you want to stick around and watch the video, hope you enjoy it. All right, so for pile 1, if you chose the tarot of the divine, this is your reading, okay? We're just going to be figuring out what are people saying behind your back, okay? So for my pile 1s, what are people saying behind my pile 1's back? What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? Alright, for pile 1, what are people saying behind pile 1's back? What are people saying behind pile 1's back? We got the 4 of Wands. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? Whoa. That was way too many. But 1 hit the floor. I think I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, you got the Queen of Wands that fell out on the floor. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? Got the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, okay, and the Tower. People could definitely be saying that you took like your power back in a certain situation. Ace of Swords at the bottom. You could have been in a relationship. Could have even been a twin flame if you believe in, you know what I mean, whatever you believe in. But the 4 of Wands could also be like a twin flame relationship. You could have walked away from a twin flame relationship. The people could be talking about that as well. You're very attractive as well with this Queen of Wands. You give off a very seductive type of energy. You could be a Sagittarius. Again, with the Ace of Swords at the bottom. People could be talking about how you walked away from a situation. Something about Hawaii as well. Hawaii. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? Yeah, with the 4 of Cups. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? The 4 of Coins. Got the 4 of Cups and now the 4 of Coins. 44. With the 10 of Coins. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? With the 9 of Cups. With the 2 of Wands. And then the Emperor at the bottom. You could be saving yourself. I don't know, it's hard to put this into words. And you could be holding back emotionally from people as well, like waiting for the right one in a sense. Like in your head you have, I don't know, it's like people, what they're saying about you is like you're waiting for that one. I don't know, this is hard to read. Because you walked away from a tough situation. Again, it could have been a tough twin flame relationship as well. And there's something about you holding back now. Or waiting. Or you have a certain type of ideal partner in your head. Like some type of ideal emperor energy in your head. What you will want in another person. Like people, I don't know. Something about you waiting for like, I don't know. Planning for something. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? Yeah, with the 8 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands, Leo energy. What are people saying behind my pile 1's back? And the two of Coins. Yeah, with the Five of Swords. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? Yeah, with the Six of Coins now coming out. Yeah, like you ended some type of cycle as well. And it's like you're like, yeah, with the King of Coins at the bottom, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus. Like people almost, my fault, y'all. I had got a phone call, but with the King of Coins, it was almost like people are saying like like you're holding out in a sense. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords as I cut it open, like you're holding out in a sense. Like you have an ideal type of partner in your mind. Like you're waiting for somebody who is better than your last person that you walked away from, basically. Like people know this. People could know this. This could be what people are saying behind your back. Like I'm not getting anything bad. I'm literally just getting that you're like saving yourself, holding back. Something about holding back for a stable offer with this King of Coins. Like you walked away from something, and instead of jumping into something else, like you're really like paying attention to what you like and don't like. You want something that will give to you equally as you give to them. Like you want a situation that's a proper give and take situation. Like, and when the Nine of Cups, like you daydream about a specific lover, like in your head you have the ideal partner in your head. Like people could be saying that. Like you're waiting for your person. You're waiting for your person. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? With the Moon and the Death. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Like you're tired of lies. You're tired of secrets. You can have long black hair. Like really long. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? Yeah, with the Five of Wands and the King of Swords. And then the World. Yeah, like you ended it with somebody who is very, very combative. Could be a Libra. People could feel like you're very secretive as well. Like you're very secretive. You're secret. You know a lot more than what you let on as well. People could be saying that behind your back as well. And this is not necessarily what people say, but this right here, people could also feel like you're hidden competition. Like it's some. You're a lot smarter than what like people give you credit for. People could be saying that. This was crazy. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? With the Page of Cups, like people looked at you as very young-minded, very Page of Wands at the bottom, very young-minded. Like people viewed you as very like young-minded. People could be saying that. Like you shocked people with how much you know, with the strength. Could be a Leo. Like you could come off as somebody that's very youthful, but like people didn't know you were as bright as you were, or you knew as much as you did. Could be about a certain situation in general. You could have a long blonde ponytail as well. Yeah, Ten of Wands, like it stresses people out. What are people secretly saying about my Power Ones? What are people secretly saying about my Power Ones? Ace of Swords. This is the truth. There's a lot of different, do a judgment. Like people misjudged you heavily. And some is, and you could have felt stuck in this twin flame. Like, it's something. Wow. Wow. You were heavily misjudged. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? What are people saying behind my Power One's back? What are people saying behind my Power One's back? With the strength coming out. That you're very strong. You're a very strong individual. You can have with justice. Very wise, very fair, very strong. You could be a Leo. You could have red hair. You could dye your hair red. You could have long hair. Your hair could be like quote unquote wild, like just out. Yeah, with the Hierophant, you could be a Taurus. What are people secretly saying about my pile? Yeah, with the Magician and the Five of Cups and the Lovers. Like this past lover that you could have got away from could have been like super duper manipulative, and this could be the person that was like that is talking about you behind your back. This person could be very manipulative, and they thought that you were never going to like see past it, like see their manipulative like tactics, like this. And this person could be sad with this Five of Cups because you figured them out. You know now that they are a manipulator. Could be an Aries. People could also be saying behind your back that you're a very good manifester as well. But with the Lovers at the bottom, yeah, it's something about this lover. Like you were heavily misjudged. Wow, this reading's probably like all over the place. With the Ten of Cups. This could even be family members saying this. Like they could have watched you go through this as well with a lover and thought that you were never going to get out of like this maze of manipulation. Or this could even be like your fan. Like this is crazy. What the fuck is this? Could be a Gemini. Yeah, with the Five of Swords. Like these just like people in a sense like watched you suffer, watched you go through something. And they could have thought that you were never going to get out of something. Wow, like that's crazy. Because it's so hard to kind of read the energy because it's almost like you were surrounded by like a lot of fake people. Like something about this was just fake. Like it's like people knew exactly what was going on. Like knew that you were being manipulated in some way, shape, or form. And just didn't care. Like, or because they thought that you didn't know or you couldn't tell. So they just let it happen. But you knew. Like, it's so weird. It's weird. With the Eight of Cups. With the Eight of Coins. Like, you knew. Like, you knew of all the... Yeah, with the Lovers still at the bottom. Like, you knew what these people were doing. Working, like... Wow. You knew. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? This was too many. What are people saying behind my Power One's back? With the Hermit. Could be a Virgo. Yeah, and the Six of Wands. Like now you're secretly winning. People could feel like you're secretly working on something with the Eight of Coins, the Hermit, and then the Six of Wands. People could also be fearful that you're going to be very successful. They could be talking about that, your success. Especially if you're doing something creative, something new. People are talking about it. What are people saying behind my Power One's back with the Sun? It'd be a Leo. Some type of exposure. With the Two of Cups. What are people secretly saying about my Power Ones? Whoa. With the Judgment. And the Ten of Coins. People could definitely feel like you're a very good judge of like character. You could judge a situation very easily. You were very misjudged, Power One. Yeah, with the Nine of Coins as I cut it open, like you were very misjudged. Like people misjudged you heavily. Heavily. and they talk about that. It's almost like they talk about a past you, like somebody you used to be. I'm hearing naive now. All right, Part 1, that's all I got for you. If you liked the video, definitely like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And until then, oh yeah, definitely let me know if the messages resonate with you. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see y'all in another video. Bye. What's up, Pile 2? So if you chose the Classic Design Tarot deck, this is your reading, okay? We're just going to figure out what are people saying behind your back, okay? So for Pile 2, what are people saying behind Pile 2's back? What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? Pile 1 was like mad confusing. Like, that was crazy. Like, I never, even trying to describe the energy is just like undescribable. So hopefully, I don't know, it's not as difficult with Pile 2. Hopefully, I don't even know. But yeah, what are people saying behind Pile 2's back? What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? You got the Knight of Pentacles coming out. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? The Five of Pentacles. You're dealing with a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? The Queen of Swords. You could be a Libra. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? The Star. You could be an Aquarius. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? And the Two of Pentacles. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? And the Tower. And the Nine of Swords at the bottom. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? With the Three of Cups. These could be friends saying this. Or people that want to reconcile. What are people saying behind Pile 2's back? Queen of the Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. Something about leveling up as well. People could be talking about you leveling up in some way, shape, or form. No longer needing to like juggle. Like you got some type of opportunity that could be coming in as well. And these could be friends saying this with this Three of Cups. People that want to reconcile with you. People could feel like you don't. People could be saying that you could be like on some type of high horse now. After some type of ending. Some type of shocking news that came out with this Tower card. You could be getting like a newfound, like new attention from individual. Again, you could be getting some type of new opportunity that makes you not want to be bothered from people like from the past. Hopefully that makes sense. Like you walked away from people, friends. Oh my goodness. What are people saying behind my Pile 2's back? Yeah, with the Four of Wands and the Three of Swords. Like you walked away from certain situations. Now this could be anything. This could be like friendships and a love situation. You walked away from a certain situation and you got like some newfound success, or you're coming into some new like found success. And it's helping you be able to do this, to really walk away from a situation, whether it's a friendship or a relationship. Again, you could be a Libra, a Taurus, Aquarius. Something that really hurt you, some type of a relationship foundation that really hurt you. You walked away from it. Now you're single, independent. Very smart here with this Queen of Swords. Very witty. Very crafty as well. You could be getting a lot of attention for something. Like a lot of attention for something. What are people saying behind my pile? Yeah, with the strength. Could be a Leo. What are people saying behind my pile two's back? And the Hangman. Could be a Pisces and the Two of Swords. People feeling like you either were or you still are indecisive about a certain situation. Certain move you have to make. You're very strong with whatever you dealt with as well. If this pertains to like a lover, you're very strong with what you dealt with. That heartache, that heartbreak. You're very strong. You're a very strong individual. Yeah, with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You're very attractive. Very attractive. I'm hearing cute. You're very attractive. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn. What are people saying behind my pile two's back? What are people saying behind my pile two's back? With the Nine of Wands. Whoa. And the Eight of Swords. And then the King of Wands. Yeah, especially if this was like a lover, like... People could be saying how, like, you're no longer stuck. Like, you're no longer stuck on whatever, like, you walked away. From this King of Wands energy, it's something about, it was something about a relationship with pile one, but it was so hard to describe it. Like, what was really going on, what was really being said. Like, this is, like, happening very, like, secretly, like, and people could be kind of scared, not scared of you, but people know that you're not dumb. So you could have like a very, wow, like you could cuss and you could cuss people, like your words hurt people. And it could be one of those things where you don't even necessarily mean it to come. You just have a lot of power. Like your words hold power. Your words hold power. Because I'm wondering, like, pile one was so hard to, like, really distinguish, like, what was going on, what was really being said. With this pile, is so far, it's not as hard, but it's definitely giving off the vibe of pile one. And it's because people, it's almost like they don't want you to, like, people, and it's not even necessarily bad. Like, what they're saying behind your back doesn't necessarily have to be anything super, like, bad, but they still don't want you to know what they say. And it could be pertaining to a past lover. Or just something that you felt stuck in. Something that was hard for you to walk away from. And you eventually gathered up the strength to do so. You could be a Pisces. I don't know if I said that already. And you're coming into some new type of like opportunity that's going to assist you to continue to move forward. Like really push you to move forward. Wow, you could have just got a new job. Like something's gonna happen. King of Swords, like you're very, like people are shook with you. Like your words hold power, bro. Your words hold power. You got the King and Queen of Swords coming out with the King of Cups. Like you could be loving. Like I don't know. It's like your words hold power. Like it's like people, they will be scared if you found out what people like actually said about you behind your back. Wow. Like, people would be terrified because of just what you would say. Like, if you found out what they were saying, like, about you behind your back, like, people, they get nervous. Like, they get so nervous. Could be Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio as well. This old lover, see, this with the Magician, it could be an Aries. This old lover could be the one that was talking behind your back, like how you'll never walk away from them, whoopty whoopty woo, how you're stuck. how they could possibly just lie to you with this hangman, because the hangman's all about lies, like lying, being in a hanging state, being trapped. This lover will be very would be very scared if you found out like what they were saying like about you behind your back. Again, this person could be very manipulative with this magician. What are people saying about my pouch? Yeah. Could be a Sagittarius with this Temperance card. That you're healing from the situation that you walked away from. You're trying to find, yeah, with the Justice. And the Death. Could be a Scorpio. What are people saying about my Pautus behind their back? With the Knight of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. And the Hierophant. Definitely could be somebody you were in a relationship with. Yeah, a lot of lies, cheating, like betrayals. Like, wow. You would feel some type of way if you really knew who was, like, yeah. Could be a Taurus with the Hierophant. Somebody you were in an actual relationship with. People could also say you got in touch with God more. Like, you're very spiritual. Very much so. And if not that, you're very religious. People could sense that. They could be talking about that. People, yeah. You have like some type of connection with God, with Source. Gorgeous. Something's gorgeous. I don't know. Last few cards. What are people saying behind my pile? Two's back. With the Four of Cups. What are people saying behind my pile two's back with the Wheel of Fortune? And the Four of Swords at the bottom. And it's, wow, with the Ten of Cups. In the World. This could definitely be family. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles at the bottom. This could definitely be family talking about this as well. Talking about you behind your back. You're definitely coming into like newness though. And you're rejecting anything that doesn't like serve you, doesn't align to like what you believe in now, your purpose now, how you feel now. You're rejecting anything that doesn't make you happy now. I'm hearing like the brunt of anybody's jokes, like you're no longer the brunt to anybody's jokes. Last few cards with the Queen of Pentacles. People could also be talking about like how stable you are now. Ace of Swords. Literally as I flip it over, people could be talking about how stable you are now. Confident. Two of Wands. Last few cards. What are people saying behind my Power Two's back? Yeah. How you possibly soon could be moving away as well with the pages. Wow. People watching you as well. Your movements. Could even be on social media if you're on that. People are watching you very heavily. Your movements, your moves with the Sun. It could be a Leo. Yeah, there are people, yeah, people are paying attention. Could even be like lovers, wanting to communicate with you as well. And fast. Yeah, people that could have put you in third for a while. Okay. All right, part two. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. If you like the video, definitely like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it like always. And definitely let me know if it resonates with you, okay? And with that being said, I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.